Hey folks, welcome back to Make It Good. I'm Jason. Today we're going to continue working on the 10 by 20, 200 square foot tiny workshop here in my backyard. So if you saw the last couple of videos, we've got this thing framed, we've got the sheathing, the decking on the roof, done a couple things to kind of shore things up, and we're going to continue that today. So there's lots of little things that need to be done, and as I've said before, I'm not a professional builder, and I'm kind of making this up as I go along, and I'm relying on folks kind of giving me advice as I go along. One of the things that has been brought to my attention is I probably need to be putting up some sheathing on the sides here because I do have this decking on the roof. Right now it's basically a parachute. And if we do have some pretty high winds, it could compromise. Now, I've mentioned before, the main sheathing I'm going to be doing on this is the 1/2 inch styrofoam insulated panels. Those aren't terribly strong. Doesn't have the strength value of OSB, but because I did the OSB on the corners, I think nailing that into place and having that sheathing complete will allow everything to be a little bit stronger and kind of case in point, keep rain out, keep the weather out a little bit more. I just had about 5 inches of rain come through and it just completely filled this thing up with water. So want to kind of avoid that as well. So I'm putting off actually doing the roof because once I start on the roof, it's going to be a lot of work that I need to do all at one time. If I can put this sheathing up and do some of the other things to get everything ready for the roof, then once I have a longer period of time as opposed to just my evenings and afternoons, then I can focus on doing that all at once. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Follow along. Stay tuned. You may have noticed in the last video and the beginning of this one that the fascia boards were already in place on the side of the building. I didn't include that footage in the last video just because there was so much else going on, but I did want to share how I was able to get these 12-foot boards in place by using clamps. Working by yourself sometimes poses some challenges, and I wanted to show the solutions I came up with for solving that. Now let's get started on the sheathing. So most of the sheathing is put up. All I have left is these gable ends here. And one of the things I realized when I designed this is I didn't leave any spot on some of the surfaces to attach the sheathing and the siding to. So what I'm going back and doing is ripping down some scrap pieces of 2x4 into 2x2s and putting those on as a face to be able to get more connection to when I'm nailing the sheathing and the siding on. So that's what I'm doing right now, and then I should be done with the sheathing. Man, I tell you, it's been a challenge this past week trying to prioritize what I need to do next on this build. With all the rain we've been getting and more on the way, my priorities came to just getting this thing as sealed up as possible, just to keep the rain out, kind of protect the work I've done already. So I'm really pleased with what I got done on the sheathing and taping it up. It's as sealed up as it's going to be. It's not going to keep out every drop of rain, but it'll help a lot better than it has been. So that's going to be all for this week's video. If you like what you saw today, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when I post new videos. Tell a friend about it. Get the word out. I'd love to have a lot more along for the ride. So appreciate each and every one of you who's following along. Y'all get out there and make it good. Thanks a lot.